How are you? My name is Tom Thomassian. This is the 21st century, and I also am running for the United States presidency. I just went to a college outside nearby, and I may be able to speak there to the students. I'll let you know when and how, what time, etc. It's a CUNY University, and hopefully they'll acknowledge what I say, because I want a free college education for all high school graduates. Free. All debts that are owed for previous college attendance is eliminated. You do not owe any money once I'm president. I will see to that. I know you're very anxious to hear about the fallout, the banks, and I'm right here to tell you about the rescue. Puts credibility on the Fed, of the Fed, on the line. Credibility means, do we trust the federal government? Do we trust the Federal Reserve System and their wives and their children and their Harvard and Yale special schools? All these executives that I'm going to show you right now, these are the lousy rich. High-risk investments, and when it doesn't work, we have to pay. These are bank leaders, and here are their pictures right here. Bernanke, he is the Secretary of the Treasury. Right here is the Treasury. Paulson, he's formerly with Goldman Sachs. Well, he's one of the boys. That's right, one of the boys, and not to help us, to help them. And here are other executives here that I'm going to talk to you about at length and find out what is going on, because the Bear Stearns crisis shocks the stock market. They shock it. Did you know Bear Stearns invest in money? They are called hedge fund operators and all that. Did you know how they borrow money? They put up $1 and they get $30 to $33 back. Yeah, so they can invest that kind of money. They don't put up much money, in other words. They buy things and it goes up higher, and they sell them just like that, and they make huge sums of money. And the stock that sold for $2 a share was once $170 a share, because at one time they were flying. And the housing market is supposed to, I've heard it many times. I was at a debate here at the Art Students League, and I told them that I'm a real estate man, I know what's going on. And someone said, what are you talking about? Real estate's always going up. It doesn't stop it. I said, of course it goes down. But to deaf ears, as deaf ears to you. You didn't hear that, did you? That real estate goes down. It doesn't keep going up. But Wall Street kept saying, we're going to do it, and we're going to invest, and we're going to cheat you, and we're going to lie to you. And that's the way it is. In a statement Friday, Lehman Brothers said, spokesman said, our liquidity position has been and continues to be very strong. We consider the liquidity framework under which we have operated for almost a decade to be a competitive advantage. They have a competitive advantage, liquidity framework. All these are foreign terms. You don't know what's going on. That means they have enough money for the future. That means everything is okay. But suddenly, it's not okay, because they use these terms, and I'm going to get back to and explain how they cheat and lie. And please give me a call to make sure that I'm on. Lehman Brothers lost 46% of its stock. Join the club. Goldman Sachs went down. Lehman Brothers went down. Fannie Mae, and I'm going to talk to you about Fannie Mae. I've dealt privately with Fannie Mae. I can give you the inside information. Hello.
Yeah, baby, I'm just calling to tell you that I hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful. Lehman Brothers, Fannie Mae. They lower the interest rates, and it's going to cause inflation, mark my words. I have told you this over and over again, and you haven't listened. You haven't listened to me. Lowering the interest rates means more inflation. You and me are going to be hurt. These filthy rich people, incidentally, these rich people are divvying up the money. Here, get the money out, man. This is the way it's done. Because you're a jerk, you don't understand. Liquidity. They say that compensation. Here's the money. This is all they're interested in. And sex. Because we have legislators that are cheating. You think bankers don't cheat, huh? Same thing. Prostitution. Infidelity. Doesn't mean a thing. It's going to cause inflation. Working people will suffer. Bear Stearns is worth $236 million. That's what they say. It was worth much more. SEC filings show the compensation of Mr. Blackfein, Chief Executive Officer, $70 million. Mr. Cohen, President, $72 million. Mr. Winklehead, President, $71 million. These are the bailouts. These are the things we read about and we don't hear. These are the men who did the cheating, who did the lying, who cheated us. And they're getting $50, $60, $70 million. They got here a more honest socialism. They borrowed money, formerly Bear Stearns, formerly the industry leader in this category, was leveraged at 34-1 at the end of 2007. You see what they say, leveraged. They don't tell you that for every dollar Bear Stearns puts up, they get $34. They said leverage. Markets, bookers, lockers, hookers. I want to stop it. I want every college, I want all you poor kids, I want you to go to college free. I want you to go to dirty, filthy Harvard and the private schools right here in this city where they have the filthy elite and the rich. I want all you kids to go. You mothers, listen to me. Your fathers are not listening. The men are all there yelling and screaming and stupid racism, anti-Semitism. Don't you know what's going on when you do that? The rich are laughing at you. They say, go ahead and scream. Watch the football game, the baseball game. We'll make our money no matter who wins. People calling me. Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to? I said, me. I'm going to vote for the president. Oh, no, not you. Who are you voting for? You voting for Obama? You voting for Hillary? Who are you voting for? They want to force me to say, not me. And I tell them the same thing as I'm telling you. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party are the exact same. You will be cheated as you're cheated right now. Let me give you an example. Many governments often are secretive about their holdings. Among the most opaque means invisible. You don't know what's going on, opaque. These are the words that are used. Are the funds of Dubai. This is Bill Clinton's partnership. Qatar, China, Abu Dhabi, and Kuwait. I know I'm mispronouncing. I know you're going to call me up and say I'm stupid because you're an educated dummy, stupid, allowing this to happen. Now I'll go to the next corner here. Last week, Robert Rubin, he's the former Treasury of the Secretary under Bill Clinton. He's still in the game. You don't like Bill Clinton and what he did? He's a rat and everything. Doesn't matter. Comes right up 2, 4, 6, 10 years later. This is the Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton. And John Lipsky, a top official at the International Monetary Fund. Both suggest that public funds might be needed. Now, I told you about opaque. Public funds, do you know who that is? Public funds, instead of saying, we're going to charge the dumb people of America, and that jackass Tom Thomassian, that old guy, because even the people that should know, they're calling him stupid, him the jerk, and all you African Americans, Hispanics, and white people, you are going to pay. That's what this sentence means, public funds. But they don't say that, see? This is the way it's done in the crooked stock market fiasco. J.P. Morgan Chase pays $2 a share.